For me, perfect health is pink. When you remind you of pink, pink means you're glowing with good health. So when you think pink, you mean to say, oh my God, look at that person. He's very healthy because his face is full of pink. Pink means, for me, it's good health.
At Kaiser Permanente, replacing harmful chemicals with safer chemicals in the products we buy is one of our top priorities.